Guatemala is a country of great diversity. They've got large, well-developed metropolitan areas, tiny little villages, but they don't have the dream, the white picket fence like many in the United States. They built walls for safety and security, but what's beyond these walls may be an interesting story.
Amor de Patricia actually is a much larger thing than just an orphanage.
Absolutely. We also have other community outreach initiatives like the Bunk Bed Project, where we go into homes and bring beds to people who maybe are sleeping on cinder blocks or twigs tied together or old wood pallets or doors or whatever they may find to keep them up off the ground, away from rats and other things like that.
The bunk bed program, it started because we have a lot of families live in poverty and they only can afford to rent a one room where everything takes place in one room. It's a dining room, kitchen, and if they're lucky enough, they can have one bed where they share it with the children. So we decided to deliver bunk beds to people who need it and also to avoid future problems and issues. And talking about children, they get so excited about having their own bed, their own blankets. Sometimes we are able to get some blankets with characters and they are thrilled about them and put their own stuffed animals, some picture by the wall, just making their own space. And if we don't rest good, we don't function good, you know, it makes a difference. It's a surprise. She was not expecting to have this surprise today, but she had been wanting to have a bunk bed for her children, and she has lots of thanks for everyone who made it possible. Yes.
Gracias.
Bueno.
Muchas gracias.
¿Sí? ¿Feliz? Bueno, es importante. Yeah. Yeah. We went into one of the local homes and I found it incredible, the conditions that somebody might be living in, you know, how important it is to have a good bed.
It's a great program. We, in the United States, take it for granted every night when we crawl into our beds that this is just where we get our good night's sleep. And I have gone into several of these homes, and most often the kids don't even have a bed. And sometimes they just sleep on the floor. We brought a bed to a family not long ago, and a 10-year-old girl was just elated because she had never had a bed. She was 10. And you know, it's something so simple, a good night's sleep changes the course of your day.
When I first met Tamara actually at La Semana, she had pictures of some of the families at that table, and we could actually see the faces of the children who were receiving the bunk beds. And it's indescribable just seeing the looks on the families' faces and how important this is.
I think it's important for all of us, but I think this is going to be fantastic for Edwin to be able to see where he was born and how some of the people actually live. And to be able to go in and make a difference for a family by bringing such a remarkable gift of receiving a bed to have that good night's sleep.
I think it's really cool because my mom has shown me many pictures of what they sleep on now, and I think it's really cool that they're gonna sleep on a nice, comfortable bunk bed, and they're really lucky that they can do that because I've seen pictures that some kids just sleep on like wooden blocks.
You know, delivering a bunk bed to these children, knowing that maybe we've made a little bit of difference in the world is really, something special.
Today we made 2 bunk bed deliveries, and the second delivery we made, it was for a woman who is a widow and whose husband died just 3 months ago, and she has 2 girls who are 4 and 2 years old. And you can tell that she's depressed, she feels lonely.
When we were there, I noticed And the people were crying. They were so thankful, and even the people that I was with, involved with the delivery, they were feeling that as well.
It is a very emotional thing. Those of us in the United States who have a bed that we crawl into every night don't realize the impact having a bed can have on somebody. And then these people who have so little, they're not used to people caring about them. We go to the poorest of poor, and they're used to being overlooked, and we celebrate who they are, and we let them know they matter.
Well, I think the girls are going to have sweet dreams tonight, and that should make their mother happy, and maybe provide some hope too for their future. Comfort anyhow.
So we not only brought a bed to this house, but we also brought hope to this widow who I could tell has no way of thinking with her pain that somebody outside will care about her. And today she felt that there are people who we do care about others.
The need in Guatemala is so great that helping them is an endless endeavor. I've committed my life to making sure that I help as many people in Guatemala as I can. And if we set out to buy a bed for everyone who needed one in Guatemala, we would be giving beds to people for a very long time.